Hey everyone, this is Expat here, and welcome back to the Arena Productions. I hope you all had a great May the 4th. A quick call to action. If you're deep into the galaxy far, far away, make sure to check out my Star Wars Republic playlist. I've got reviews, reactions, and deep dives on everything Star Wars, from live action to animation, and today I'm diving into the Tales of the Underworld Anthology, the 6-episode series on Disney Plus that delivers some of the most personal and morally complex storytelling we've seen in Star Wars animation. So, Tales of the Underworld steps out of the spotlight of the Jedi Order and Rebel Alliance, turning its gaze to the survivors, rogues, and haunted warriors who live in the galaxy's forgotten corners. Each episode is a standalone tale, but taken together, they paint a portrait of what life looks like when the rules no longer apply and survival becomes the only code. So, two of the strongest episodes center on Asajj Ventress, I felt, and it's honestly some of the best material the character has ever gotten. We find her in hiding, no longer Dooku's assassin, no longer hunting Jedi, but not exactly forgiven either. She crosses paths with a young Jedi on the run, and their uneasy alliance is loaded with tension, mutual distrust, and reluctant understanding. The episode shines in quiet moments, like when Ventress reveals her past and the Jedi must decide whether to trust someone who used to be the enemy. It's a powerful meditation on redemption and legacy, and when she parts ways with him, the emotion hits hard. It's Star Wars at its best, not just battles, but character growth. So, before we move on, if you're enjoying this review, take a moment to hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell. It really helps push the channel forward and keeps you in the loop for more Star Wars content, along with all the other entertainment and gaming videos I produce here on the Arena Productions. So now let's talk Cad Bane. The final two episodes of this tell a gritty Western-style showdown that feels like the Mandalorian meets Unforgiven. Bane is out of prison, out on a technicality, and he's headed back to settle an old score with a marshal who was once his best friend. So the first episode there is kind of like an origin story in a sense. So the writing here leans into tension and history. Everyone knows Bane is coming. The town braces for it, and the marshal struggles with whether to stand and fight or walk away. And when the standoff finally happens, it's not just blasters and bravado. It's layered with regret, betrayal, and questions about justice and revenge. There's a scene between the marshal and a young boy named Isaac that's especially poignant. It underscores what's at stake if violence wins and adds a moral weight to the whole confrontation. So this isn't the stylized, over-the-top Bane from the Book of Boba Fett. This is a grizzled outlaw who's both terrifying and tragic. So across the series, the animation is top tier. We get desert towns, shadowy hideouts, and misty canyons, each environment reflecting the internal struggles of the characters. The visuals are cinematic, the lighting is dramatic, and the pacing, while quiet in some episodes, lets the stories breathe. What stands out most is the maturity in tone. These are stories about broken people trying to do something right, or at least survive without compromising everything they have left. So, Tales of the Underworld doesn't reinvent Star Wars, but it sharpens its darker edges and delivers something rare, introspective, grounded storytelling set against the backdrop of a vast mythic galaxy. Not every episode is a knockout, but the arcs featuring Ventress and Bane alone are worth the watch. So I'm giving Star Wars Tales of the Underworld a 7 out of 10. It's a welcome return to animated storytelling that respects its characters and takes risks in how their stories are told. So anyway, that's going to do it for this review. And like I said, I hope you all had a great May the 4th. And of course, we've got Andor. I'm going to be doing a complete season review once the season finishes for season 2. So anyway, have a great week, everyone. May the Force be with you, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace out.